You have no money to start a business, and being an animal spa is going to give you $2.7 million to retire on?
What that have to do with a man?
She don't even get it.
I get it.
You ain't gonna hit a man because your attitude's too bad. So if you can't behave and act right, nobody gonna want to deal with this. So you got to take care of yourself till you die. That's what it got to do with it. Because you got a slick mouth and you kind of got an attitude. That means ain't nobody gonna couple with you. That means you got to take care of you until you die.
I'm sorry. Let me put the light on. Give me a second. I'm so sorry. Let me go to the bathroom. Hold on. I don't want you to think.
Come back. You got to go to the bathroom?
Well, I was looking for some light.
Okay. Go ahead.
I got my bathing suit on.
Hello.
Hi, how are you?
Well, how old are you?
I'm 32.
All right. Any single or married?
I'm single.
Any kids?
Nope.
What you got?
I don't want to be nobody's side chick because I want to be married. I'm out on my own. I've been holding it down on my own, but it's kind of hard, Kevin, because like really when women say they want to look for the right person, they got their own definition about that, but it's hard. It's hard because men, it's hard. I try and try. I'm 32 with no kids. I live on my own. It's not
what's
easy.
Hard? What's hard about it?
It's just.
Let's see if she is something. You heard her say she's automatically going towards blaming it on men. And I had one of my subscribers, they commented, and I've said it before. It just seems like all women, they get on here and they have to show their chest or their cleavage or something revealing. You were waiting. I'm in my bathing suit, and all of a sudden, I'm covering myself up and trying to get to the light. Y'all, cut all that shit out, man. But anyway, it sounds like she's about to blame it on a man somehow. Go ahead.
So I need you to stay still. You can't be moving around like that.
The actions, it's just.
No, I don't.
They act like they don't want to
Okay, I need you. Right. Okay, hold on. I need you to stay still. Keep the camera steady, because it's making a bad show for everybody else. Okay?
Got you.
I really don't understand what you're talking about. Because what's the only common denominator? What's the only?
Go ahead.
What's the only common denominator in all of our relationships?
I don't know. I don't know. It's the patience.
You know what a common denominator is?
Yeah, it's the bottom line. Yes, I know.
No, that's not what a common denominator is. Same thing.
What is it?
The only common denominator in all of our relationships is us.
Correct. But men these days, it's difficult because they want their cake and eat it too.
It's always the man, huh?
It could be the woman too, but
no, we're talking about you. So
and guys, I haven't, as much as you guys would like to say, I'm previewing these. I didn't have time because I'm trying to get these videos out. I didn't have time to watch these videos, but it's the same. It's the same things that these women are saying. It's the guys. And it goes back to the video I just dropped, which y'all guys should check it out. The fuck boys. This is who they want, but then it gives them something to complain about. It's these men. Has nothing to do with me. My ability to choose a man or be able to sort through the shits. So anyway, let's finish hearing what she got to say.
How did they experience you? What do you think they'd say?
They're going to give good stuff out. They're going to say I have a little attitude and my mouth is slick, but that's about it.
That's about it?
Yeah. They going to say good stuff. I mean, as far as the bad stuff, but, they going to say I'm independent.
Who gives a shit about, no disrespect, man. Who gives a shit that you're a functioning adult?
Right.
Okay, nobody cares that you've been holding it down. That means you're taking care of yourself. But they're going to say, you got an attitude and a slick mouth, and that's it?
That I'm
That's
loving
it, huh?
and caring. That I'm loving and caring.
So much so that you got an attitude and a slick mouth.
And you're so loving and caring that a man who got his head on his shoulders and is about something say, I just gotta cheat on this woman. Ain't no way around. This woman's loving and caring, whatever. And this is a solid dude. He's like, I just gotta cheat on her. I just gotta have my cake and eat it too. There's no other way around. Man, she's doing it, man. I got to do it. Any secure man doesn't think like this, baby. Baby. It doesn't work like that.
What makes women like you think that that's acceptable?
I speak my mind. If nothing don't feel right, then
That's why you're alone. That's why you're alone.
There's nothing wrong with a woman speaking her mind, in my opinion. You just got to watch your tone on what you say and how you talk. And if your tone is demeaning, women talk about speaking love into situations or speaking love into a man. But some women are just out to basically talk down on a guy. There's nothing wrong with speaking your mind if you feel a certain type of way, or if a guy's mistreating you or there's a communication issue. But sometimes women just go too far and they get off on that and they brag about it, and they brag about it to their girlfriends as well. And they support them in that BS.
That's why you're alone.
It's hard. I don't want to be alone.
No, it's not hard. It's not hard. Acting right shouldn't be this hard.
Kevin, tell her to show the bathing suit since she gonna say I got on my bathing suit. Let's see your bathing suit since you're on camera. Let's just cut. It's just me. Anyway, go ahead.
Got you.
What do you do for a living?
I'm a bus operator. I work for the city, drive buses.
So you just do what the fuck you want to in the bus. You just speed. You do whatever you want. Don't obey the traffic laws.
I do.
Okay, so you can act like right when the white man's money's on the line.
Unfortunately.
See how that works, gentlemen? See how that works when her holding it down is jeopardized, that white paycheck is on the line, then all of a sudden these sassy, slick-mouthed women, they can show act right.
Facts.
It's not easy. I live in LA and it's not.
Listen to all these excuses. Listen to all these excuses.
I don't have no kids, so if I was I'm settled.
So what?
Excuse my language, but you know.
So what? You don't have any kids. You don't have any kids. Due respect, man. You don't have any kids. What do you mean settle? You're a bus driver.
You gonna make it?
Come on, Kev. That's a little harsh, but I understand what you're saying. But I do agree, and I've said this to a few women personally. You'll go on that job and you'll do whatever for that quote unquote white man. You'll make the phone calls, yes sir, no sir, all these other things. And I get women countering saying that, well, this white man's paying my paycheck. What are you doing at home? Are you paying any bills? Are you paying for all my bills? But you'll have a guy who's trying to be on that level with you and you just give him nothing but lip. So it makes it hard to get to that point where you want to do those things. He says she's a bus driver. In the words of Frank Ocean, at least she working.
I just want you guys to think for a second that the world we live in, to where a sassy, attitude, sassy mouth bus driver thinks she's settling for somebody. That's how far. Y'all don't understand how bad you guys have gotten, because you're on here talking about how hard it is. You're exactly where you sound like you need to be by yourself.
On some occasions, yeah, I do. Yeah.
Well, you like dogs or cats?
Really? Mm-hmm. What you mean by that? I like a human being, like.
Mm-hmm. But you're going. If you had to pick between dog or cat, what would you pick?
It'd definitely be a cat.
Okay, well, good with that, because see, a cat don't care about what comes out of your mouth because they don't speak human.
But it's not. That's not what it's gonna be, though. One day, that's not
right. All right, and one day, because you know, human beings as they get older, only become less like they are or more like they are.
I tried to follow your advice, but it's.
You have.
I watch you all the time, but I'm telling I don't know.
Why is it so hard for you to behave?
Because I'm gonna express myself. Like if I feel like somebody trying to take control of, not even control, like take advantage of me. I'm a Capricorn, so I'm big hearted. So if I feel like somebody,
I get so sick of black people with this zodiac shit.
I'm a Capricorn too. Shout out to you. You very business oriented, independent, all these good things. But you have to leave that to a certain extent. It's cool to understand these things, which the more I get into it, I can kind of like see it, but doesn't mean, baby, you gotta flex. And you probably dating dudes you're a bus driver, so you probably dating dudes that's not even on your level in terms of that. Trust me, if you come across the right guy who's willing to date you in your position, you're a working woman. We understand. I'm not looking down on a bus driver. At the end of the day, not saying who knows, you could be making a decent paycheck, but at the end of the day, you're probably not dating dudes that's above you. When I say above you on the socioeconomic status, which basically is like, okay, they're trying to play you. They have nothing to offer for you because you got a bigger bag than them. So of course you're gonna look down on them and question them and have a mouth and all these things like that. So I think that's her issue without, just by listening to her.
I'm a Capricorn. It's hard. All right. So what? Capricorn, it's hard. Well, then what are your alternatives? Buy a dog or a cat and die alone? I mean, it's hard, right? So, hey, you're in LA. You and the cat can eat the same food. We're talking about just simple common decency and respect. And I said, how would your exes tell me they experienced you? And you said it. They would probably tell you, I have a bit of an attitude, which is a whole lot, and a slick mouth. Well, see, that's the problem. You ladies are able to talk crazy to men with no consequences. Right. So now what men are doing is just avoiding you. You can't even give it away. And men don't want to tolerate this. We haven't even got to the important stuff because you're just out of control. That's fine. You think that gets better with age?
No, I only get older.
So, since you seem to know those couple of issues, what are you doing about them?
I don't know.
Nothing?
I'm working on it. I'm a work in process.
With who?
You see, she keeps sucking her teeth. Ask her, where is she meeting these guys at? Are you meeting them? Are they riding your bus? And I'm not knocking it because public transportation is more convenient a lot of times, more often than not. But nobody really wants to ride the bus at the end of the day in Los Angeles. I could see if you taking the subway and train and things like that. It's a necessity a lot of times. But are you dating dudes that's riding your bus? What's going on? What's the status of them? That would be what I would be asking you right now.
With who? Nobody.
Well,
so in other words, she's not doing anything. Not doing anything. She knows her issues and is doing absolutely nothing. So that's a formula for what kind of outcome?
Do you think the marriages back in the day is different?
No. You got to answer my question before I answer yours.
Okay.
That's a formula for what kind of outcome?
Nothing.
Mm-hmm. So what's your question?
Do you think the marriages is different from like back in the...
Yes.
I mean, for you to ask that question, you say you've been watching them for quite some time, and Kevin talks about this all the time. So come on now. I mean, obviously.
versus this generation, because nowadays marriage don't last.
Stop. You gotta stop. You gotta stop. When you touch your phone, it cut off. Do I think marriages back in the day are different from today? I said yes. And you said what? Marriage don't last?
No.
No. You ladies don't last. You're lower quality than your grandmothers.
Okay.
Your grandmothers were better women.
They was raised different.
They were better women. They understood the value of family. They believed in God.
I believe in God.
As long as he's doing what you need. Oh, really?
Through the good, through the bad. My best and my worst.
Really?
Really.
You're a Christian?
I'm not a Christian, no.
Then what God are you talking about?
It's only one God.
Which is who?
But what I'm saying is, do you
No.
think I'm not a Christian, no.
You said you believe in God.
I believe in Jesus Christ, yeah. The Holy Spirit, yeah.
But you're not a Christian?
Mm-mm.
Why?
Because I'm not living every day as I'm not doing it. I'm not living every day. I'm not.
So again, this is why I challenge women when they talk about God. Jesus is like cosmic Santa Claus to be able to give them what they want when they want to. You're undisciplined, man. There's no discipline you're under. No religious discipline. That's why y'all are less quality women than your grandmothers. Your grandmothers submitted themselves to something greater. Y'all submit yourselves to your bag.
Yeah.
Bus driving bags. That's how low the standard is. I mean, bus driving, whatever job.
Whatever job. Yeah.
The average black woman makes The average black woman in this country makes $28,000 a year, but they'd rather have $28,000 and no husband. That's a bag. You can't get along with a man. Mm-hmm. That's the problem.
That independence is over everything. That getting along and submission, even there's some hesitancy, even with the man being able to provide a lifestyle. There'll still be some contention and some lip when it comes to that. But definitely if you got your own bag, even if it is $28,000, which in some places we talk about the poverty line being 14,000, depending on where you're at, 28,000 is just at the poverty line. Facts.
So if you're not going to do anything to fix it, that means you're going to live your life by yourself.
Gotcha.
Unless you see a different outcome. Do you?
No, like you said, if you change, working.
Okay, so let's fast forward 30 years. How long you been working? How long you been working for the city?
Well, I don't think my job got nothing to do with.
Come on.
How long you been working? How long you been working for the city?
7 years.
25.
You plan on retiring with this job?
No.
Okay. What job do you plan on? What do you plan on doing until 65?
I want to open up a business.
What business?
Doing what?
I want to do an animal spa business. I like animals, so that was a good question you asked me.
Wasn't that what the average at best? I'm not, because there's money in that. I'm not knocking it. Do your thing, baby. But wasn't that what the average at best girl was doing? And I think another girl came on here talking about that.
Earlier, I love animals.
Did you go to college?
No, some college. I didn't finish.
So where do you plan on getting the money to start this business?
Good question.
So in other words, you're just talking.
Huh?
So in other words, you're just talking and dreaming.
Brainstorming, yeah.
No, talking and dreaming. See, I like calling shit what it is.
Manifesting.
Talking and dreaming.
Manifesting, that's correct.
Talking and dreaming. You have no money to start a business, and being an animal spa is going to give you $2.7 million to retire on.
What that have to do with a man?
She don't even get it.
I get it.
You ain't gonna hit a man because your attitude's too bad. So if you can't behave and act right, ain't nobody gonna want to deal with this. So you gotta take care of yourself till you die. That's what it got to do with it. Because you got a slick mouth and you kind of got an attitude. That means ain't nobody gonna couple with you. That means you gotta take care of you until you die. And the job you're working right now is a job. It ain't nothing to retire on. No children, no husband means what happens when you can't work or you get sick. You're going to be on the street.
I understand. Trust, I feel you on that.
So this is why I said, I'm manifesting. That means the Jesus the God I do not follow and the life I don't live, he's supposed to manifest and give me stuff. I'm going to just say this, man. Far too many of our women are just walking around like big children. Y'all are not serious people.
Say it again.
At 30 somebody, you know your grandmother? Yep. You can't make this shit up. You can't make this shit up. A shit talk.
Yo, did she just click off just now? Is that what happened? Like she couldn't, she wasn't about to sit here and take it? I guess he hit a nerve with that one. She wasn't trying to hear all that shit.
Bus driver. A shit talking bus driver. Were marriages back in the day better? Yeah, because they were better women. Because at least they understood that they needed a man in their life. And they respected the men in their lives. And they believed in a God and believed in a family. Now, I got to speak my mind and do whatever I got to do. Drinking fucking cranberry juice with long raptor claws. Talking about I want to manifest a fucking animal spa. All that. You'd rather do all that than get your mouth and attitude under control so you can come into cooperation with a man. Women like that, I got no sympathy for them. You got choices to make. You would rather do all of that than check your mouth and act like a grown-up. Well, then keep eating hot pickles and Funyuns. Enjoy. Because right now, it don't seem real. That's why when I asked her, what about 30 years into the future? And then it got real. Yeah. Why we got to talk about that?
Yeah.
Because you got an attitude and a slick mouth. Ain't nobody going to deal with you. You got no kids. You're a bus driver. What that look like? Y'all need to understand, ladies, life is real. And it is time for you to grow up and start taking it seriously. Stop thinking because you got something to say. I just got something to say. Shut the French toast up. Nobody give a shit what. I always feel like y'all got to talk and express yourself. I always feel like I'm going to speak my mind. I'm going to speak my mind. I've been holding it down, taking care of myself. It's hard out here. It ain't hard out here. You get exactly what you deserve. Nothing. And I'm glad men are waking up, starting to see it's better to be alone than to tolerate that. See, in my generation, we were told, give them a leeway, such and so forth. Men are saying, men want peace. We didn't have to do all that stuff. Ladies, let me go ahead and say this. It's hard out here. It's hard to be a man of value and character. So it should be hard for you to get one. I am glad you're waking up recognizing to get a man worth something is fucking hard. Facts. It should be.
Facts.
Shout out to Austin Gilbert. Appreciate it. Come on, ladies. Because I think you ladies should start recognizing the more women that act like this, the better it is for you. So it's like, well, damn. The more ladies that start acting like this, the better it is for you, because that's your competition. And they really want to act like the problem is the men.
Facts.
Yeah, you can say something.
Always. It's rare that they'll come on here and say, you know what? I've had some missteps. I've treated men this way. I do. Even though she did say she's got a mouth on her, at the end of the day, it was more so on the men. The men ain't nothing out here. It's hard out here.